What's going on, you guys? My name is Steven, and today I'm going to show you what is in my tool bag.
All right, so here is Steven's tool belt. So let's start out by saying what tool belt that is.
So this is the Vito Pro Pack MP1. I actually got it, believe it or not, from an antique shop, and I got a pretty good deal on it. So I've always wanted one of these. Now I have one, and I love it.
All right, and what is the belt? It looks like that's not a Vito belt.
No, this is, so one of the other foremen that's here, he actually gave me this to use, and I still have it, but it is just a Klein Tools belt that is meant to be for a tool belt.
Okay, sweet. And so let's jump right in and let's go over the tools that are in your tool belt, and maybe some explanation of why you carry them.
Sure. So this, first and foremost, is a Nipix pair of cable shears. This was actually it wasn't the first tool that I bought, but it was one of the first tools that I bought. And the reason I got these was when I was a very, very early term apprentice, we were doing a lot of demo work, and I was nervous. We were cutting out MCs, and I didn't want to risk getting shocked or, God forbid, electrocuted. And so I bought these, and they're super sweet. The thing I like about these is if you are going to be doing big terminations with some bigger cable, or wire, I should say, you can use this top part to strip the insulation off, and then you can use this inner part to cut it.
Perfect. That's a fair point. Always be safe. Nice to have the insulated tools for extra safety. All right, I'll pick another one.
Nothing special here. This is just kind of like a generic from Platt. It's a terminal, tweaker screwdriver, just for little low voltage terminations. Nothing special, but don't need nothing special.
Very nice. Yeah, sometimes you don't need very expensive tools. You don't have to get top of the line everything.
No.
Sometimes, Harbor Freight will do the job, but it is nice to invest in some long-term tools, higher quality, that'll last you a really long time.
For sure. Next up, this is one of the tools that actually was one of the tools that was given to me during my apprenticeship. It's just a Klein Tools torpedo level. What I like about this is, other than the horizontal and vertical bubble, it also has a 45 and a 30, which if you're an electrician, that's really important to have, because a lot of times you are doing offsets that require a 30 degree or 45 degree bend. So this thing has strong magnets. Klein Tools has never failed me when it comes to levels, so it's a good one. I like it.
Very nice.
Next up is another Klein Tools tool given to me by one of my best buds, daily electrician.
Oh, dang.
John, the man himself, gave me a set of these. What's the specific name for these ones again?
Those are the American Legacy Phillips and Straight Blade. Obviously, they're not in production anymore. Those were a limited run. You can still find some on eBay, or maybe in like a Klein Tools Collectors or Klein Tools Fans group if people have them for sale. You might have to pay extra because they're not in production anymore, but there they are. That when you bought them new, they're about $20 to $25 for the pair. And,
yeah. No, they're great. I mean, Klein Tools has fantastic screwdrivers. It's definitely taken a bit of a beating. Sorry, John. I do appreciate it.
I appreciate you using them more than keeping them in the package.
Next up, I have my pair of linemen's, which doesn't typically have two of these little lanyard hooks.
What a legend.
John also has a couple of pairs of these, and he took his off and put it on the other side. And I still haven't taken the extra hook off yet. But this is a Japanese tool brand called Fujiya, and I kid you not, this company Fujiya is actually the reason why I decided to start carrying lineman's pliers again with me. Before, I had the Klein Tools lineman's, and they were just so big and bulky, and it was unnecessary weight that I felt like I had in my tool belt. So took them out. But when I got these are just so slim.
Super lightweight.
Very lightweight, yeah, and they're high leverage too. So you still get, that cutting power, which is really nice. But yeah, Fujiya makes great tools. They're not as well known, but I would highly recommend checking them out.
On Amazon.
Yeah, on Amazon. Me and John both really enjoy their products.
High leverage is nice if they send them to you.
If they send them,
if you know, you know.
If you know, you know. Next up is another Fujiya tool. They're diagonal cutters.
And are those high leverage, Steven?
Well, they say that these ones are high leverage, and they unfortunately, I wouldn't call them high leverage. Not by my standards, and I don't think you would either. But nonetheless, they are a nice pair of diagonal cutters, and they are my daily go-to pair that I use. Yeah, I don't really have anything negative to say about them. Again, it has the extra lanyard hook because of yours truly.
That's a
John.
nice hook.
The thing that I do like about these is they are very sharp, whereas other pairs of diagonal cutters are a little bit more rounded at the tip. So if you're going to be cutting MC, you want to score something, these work out very well for that. So yeah, nice pair of diagonal cutters.
And one more Fujiya in there?
I do. Yeah, so this is a tool that I have, to be honest, probably only used maybe 3 or 4 times. I'll be honest. I've only used this, a few times. But it's one of those tools that when I need it, it's a lifesaver. And so that's why I keep it in here.
Is that the screw turning one, or?
Yeah, so what this is, it is to grab stripped screws, right? So you have a Phillips, flathead, Robinson, whatever the type of screw may be. You open this up and you can actually grip the screw head. You see how there's those 2 grooves? So when you bite down, it's able to get a really nice grip on the screw, and you can just twist this to free your stripped out screw. And it's, yeah, like I said, it's been a lifesaver multiple times. So that's why I keep it, and it's so small. It doesn't take up much room.
No comment.
No comment.
Next tool?
Man. I'm gonna skip these for now. So the next tool is, I believe these are called the 7-in-1 multipliers by Southwire Tools. Now, I'm gonna be completely honest, transparent here. When I first heard that Southwire was coming out with tools, I had really low expectations, just because you have certain companies that are experts in their area, and then a lot of times they try to do more, and companies that are experts in one area that try to do something else oftentimes fail. However, I've been very impressed with Southwire's hand tools, and I would highly recommend them. This is actually my favorite pair of wire strippers that I've ever had. And they have really strong, sharp cutters. I actually took my needle nose pliers out of my bag because they function as needle nose pliers as well. My only complaint with these is probably the fact that it goes up to number 12 stranded, but it doesn't go up to number 10 stranded. And here at the hospital, all of our home runs out of panels are number 10s. So I can't technically be using these to strip those number 10s. I can only use them for the 12s and smaller. But I'm a big fan of these. Southwire makes fantastic tools.
Is that why you carry the other strippers?
That is why I carry the other strippers, yeah. So the amount of times that I've used these since I've had these guys, I could probably count on 2 hands. So I don't use these guys very often anymore, and if it weren't for the fact that these ones cannot strip number 10s, then I honestly wouldn't carry these anymore. Though I would still recommend these. They are a fantastic pair of wire strippers. Next up is my absolute all-time favorite screwdriver company, and that is Wera.
Klein. I'm just kidding. Back.
I do really like Wera. They're definitely my favorite for screwdrivers. This is the laser grip or laser tip screwdriver, and at this point, see if you can zoom in on that. It looks like the laser etching is slightly faded, but I can still feel it when I am turning screw heads. The nice thing about a laser tip screwdriver is you don't have to be straight on when you are rotating the screw. You can actually be slightly at an angle, and that laser etching still allows you to get a strong, firm grip on that screw. But you really can't explain how awesome Weir screwdrivers are. You have to feel them for yourself in your hand. Ergonomically, they feel really nice, and the quality is top notch. So next up is, I don't want to forget this little guy. So this is probably the most inexpensive tool that I've ever bought, and I want to say when I bought it, it was under $10. It might be a little bit more now, but basically it's just a small little teeny tiny ratcheting screwdriver. And I bought it from Amazon early on in my apprenticeship, and it came with a little bit set. So but the times when I use this are when I am, working in a really tight situation. I can't fit my normal screwdriver, not even a stubby screwdriver, and I can slide this guy in there and, forward, reverse, and I'm able to loosen up a screw if I need to, or tighten one. So get yourself something like this if you don't already have one. You'll thank yourself later when you need it. Next up is, man, this is a beautiful tool by Klein Tools. I absolutely love it. It is, they call it the 7-in-1 multi
impact 7-in-1 impact flip socket.
That's what it is. This thing is just really cool. Like John mentioned, they call it the impact socket set because it is rated to be chucked up to your, it's not chucked up technically, but you can stick it right into your impact driver, and these babies are impact rated. What's cool about it is you do have the magnet on the end, and even if you take out one of the sockets and you rotate it, you see that magnet is still there. So you're always going to have a magnetic tip when you take that out. And then you can easily take out the shaft and, we're gonna pretend like that didn't happen.
Cut.
No,
I'm just kidding.
Anyways,
we don't cut on this channel.
We don't hide nothing.
That's right.
Yeah, we'll get that later. But anyways, really awesome tool. Super easy to swap out the bits and all that. And I don't usually drop them. So now let's see here. I do keep a carpenter's pencil with me. It's just nice to have. There's some situations when you want to use one of these. And I think we are down
the final two.
The final two.
I wonder what they are.
Man. The final two tools are Knipex. Actually, I should say Knipex.
Whew. Would have got a lot of hate in the comments
I'd like
for that.
to apologize to Knipex first and foremost. I mean, no disrespect. I know how to say your tool name. It is Knipex, the Cobras, and I have the 7¼ inch set of channel locks. And these guys...
That should be a 10.5.
Yeah.
Or I mean 10.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. To be honest, I can't remember exactly. If you look this up, the 8701 250, you'll be able to pull up this exact pair that I have. But for a long time, this was my favorite tool that I had, and it might actually still be. The reason why I like it so much is it's so small, it's so easy to carry, but it can easily adjust up to 1-inch fittings. So, as an electrician, especially as a sustaining electrician here at the hospital, I'm typically working with 1/2 inch, 3/4, or 1-inch fittings. And this bad boy can handle all of it like a champ. So, and of course, if you have one pair of channel locks, you have to have a second one. There's lots of times when you are loosening something or tightening something, and you just have to have two nice firm grips. So
all right, that looks like about all of it.
I think that's about it. Yeah. John can attest to the fact that I don't typically have tape hanging on here.
Never. I've never seen tape on there in my life.
This bad boy can hold multiple rolls of tape, and a lot of times I do also have like a pen or a mechanical pencil on me as well, other than the carpenter's pencil. But these days I've been carrying my pen maybe in my pocket. There's other tools too that I normally keep on me, like a tape measure, but I don't keep that in here. I just keep it right in my pocket. So
yeah,
that's it.
All right, so guys, that's about it for Steven's Tools. If you guys are interested, make sure to subscribe to his channel at the Mad Electrician. Ooh, almost messed that up. Woo,
man.
All right, and then he's also going to be going over later.
Whoa.
He's going to be going over some extra tools that he has right here, and also the tool cart right here. So if you guys want to check out his channel, he'll be making that video sometime in the future. No promises when. But yeah, subscribe to his channel. He's going to make a video over his other tools, a more in-depth video over his tool belt tools, and then also his sustaining cart right here. So make sure to check him out. I appreciate him for taking time out of his day to make this video with me and showing us his tools. So thanks, Steven. I appreciate that. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to check out his channel, drop a like on the video, and subscribe. And we will see you guys in the next one. God bless. Peace.
Thanks for watching. Have a good one.